All right, what up, guys? What up? Welcome in. Welcome in. I got so many things open here. Gotta get my stuff up, put up. What up, guys? Welcome in. Welcome in. Yeah, we're here today. I hope I have all the right things up in the optimizer. Jump on in. Jump on in. Everyone can hear me. Hopefully, message in the chat. Hit the chat up. Hit the chat up. Hit that like button. We got to bring in energy today. I've been having a full Saturday. Hope you guys' Saturday is going really awesome. All right, we're going to talk about the slate. I know you guys don't see me much live lately. I've been very busy. But here at True DFS, we have all the tools you need. Right? So, very simple, very easy. The site layout is very nice now. We've redid a lot of things. We're improving things every day. It's easy. We got our daily pro picks over here. You got all the builds. You got the Roadies playbook. You got articles on how to play DFS and everything that you need to know. We also have tools, SaberSim, very easy to launch. So if you click on SaberSim, you're going to get us this. We have this. I currently have launched the wrong slate. So we need to do that first. There we go. This is the playbook. So if you hit the playbook, you get this. So I posted this free today in the Discord, guys. I do usually a write up. I usually do my top stacks, what pitchers I like today. We'll talk about it here in a second. I really like these certain guys today and kind of break it down. So I go basically through the projections, study everything for you guys, and then give you guys highlights like who I like. It's been pretty on fire. Last night we had the Cleveland game, which Naylor went off. He was in my main lineup. With the Braves kind of didn't get there. The pitching was fair. It was a pretty tough pitching slate yesterday. Both my guys got around 20, so that was pretty good. But I had a lot of the ones highlighted that I really like. So that's what I do. I don't want to over stimulate you guys and go, oh, Eric Lauer today is going to be a great play. Like I give you the list of by point. These are all by projected points. This kind of sees where the stacks are. Like obviously Marlins suck. They're going against Logan Webb, right? So like it just kind of gives you a stack perspective on what stacks are going to be good. And then I kind of highlight the ones that you want to play, right? What up, Joanne? You like LA and Atlanta for the late slate? Yeah, I could talk about the late slate a little bit too. I didn't put anything in the article today for the late slate. I know it's a 4-gamer, which is a decent sized slate, but we could break it down. So, like, if we're going to look at pitchers today, we're going to break it down by projections. We have Goldie's projections in here. Should be, where's Goldie's projections? Did Goldie post projections today? Man, my thing is all messed up. I should have checked that before. All right, we got Sheets projections in versus Saber, right? And his are the same too. I don't have them in here. All right, maybe they didn't post them today. Interesting. Maybe it's not working right for me. All right, well, let's move on. Let me check general quick. So everything's in the general in the Discord usually tells you what's going on. Yeah, they're really nothing pushed through today. Interesting. Well, we have SaberSim, guys. That's really good projection. They're showing good projection. So they got Hunter Brown currently as the best play today. Drop any questions that you guys have. Welcome in, welcome in. Hit that like button. Appreciate everybody doing that. So Hunter Brown, Nola, Webb. Hunter Brown must have moved up a little bit in the rankings. I have him as my number 3 guy. So like you can see here, I have him. I still think these top 3 are way better than the rest of them. John Gray grades out okay on DK because he's a little priced down. So when we're looking at John Gray's like 9,500 versus like 10-8 for Logan Webb, which I'm probably going to play. Nola's got a little weather concern in that game today. So I'd watch that weather game. And then Washington Nationals and Detroit got a little weather. We don't like pitching in the Washington and Detroit game, but we do like the hitters. They have a lot of value bats in that game that I really like. So yeah, so I'm gonna probably stick with this Braxton Garrett at 7,200. I really like this price against the Giants today. He projects okay. This is FanDuel. That's why I usually do DraftKings. I knew something. This was odd. I was like, these scores are higher. Okay, Nola is the top guy on DraftKings. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, 18-4, not by much. So these 3 guys grade out the best. And then Braxton here at 6,300. It's not too bad. He only projects for 12. I got him at a little bit better on my list, I think. Let me look at my list again. I'm gonna put them both on both screens so I can see everything. He's gonna pitch about 90 pitches though. Like I think his pitch count is up a little bit. So like that's why I kind of really want to take a shot at him on this kind of mixed slate. You can see that all these guys are owned a little bit. Like they're it's look at the 20 and above, 20 to 40% owned on a double pitching slate. You know, I don't have the right thing on there. Yeah, 20 to 40% pitching. These guys are owned. So like take a shot at a 10% guy. I really like it. I think he can get there. I'm gonna play him in my main lineup. And I'll play him with like probably Logan Webb at 10-6. I do like Nola the best, but I'm a little concerned about the weather. And at 40% owned, if he gets pulled in the middle of the game, like you already beat that. So all right, let's get to the hitters a little bit. Like if you want to look at my stacks really quick, yeah, the early slate's got more games on it. It's just it's terrible though. It is kind of terrible. Yankees and Astros are like the best teams to stack. I really like the Rays and Reds, so give it another look. These two teams are a little bit lower owned, I think you can get. And the Tigers and Nationals got a lot of value bats, but so do the Reds. The Yankees are coming in really chalky. They really like in that game, but there's nothing to say the Reds can't do it on the other side of that game. I don't see any major weather advantages today. I know they post the weather report for free on you guys can see this on RotoGrinders for free every day. You can kind of see these two games that we're concerned about. This game, I think, is already postponed. I think it already got postponed because I don't see it in the projections. And yeah, so those are the games we got to worry about. You know, Arizona and Pitt game, a little breezy blowing out. That might be a little benefit there, I think. So if we look at the optimizer, we might see that okay, well, we didn't like this game. Let's see what Arizona. They're kind of not owned a lot at all. Nobody's playing these guys today. Might be an option if you guys want to jump in on them today, just because their ownership. But they're going against a decent pitcher, Mitch Keller. I mean, he's not decent, but he's getting about 96 pitch count. You know, about 14 projection on DK at 20% ownership. So people like him. But the D-backs been kind of a team where you can hit. And they got some value bats here, you know, batting seventh, batting, you know, where's another guy? 3,900, 9th, 3,400 batting sixth. Pavin Smith there. He plays usually he plays first base, right? Yeah, you put him in at first base. So they got like a few first base options over there. Yeah, if you put him there, he'd be first base. No, he's not playing first base today. Catcher? Outfield. He used to be first base at outfield eligible, right? Interesting. Why does he show up at what position? What the hell position is he in? All right, my bad. Lost there. He's outfield. Why didn't it show up in outfield? Interesting. Oh, there he is. Duh. He did show up on. Usually he used to be first base eligible too. I played him at first base before. So he's not. So change later in the season we see eligibility changes a little bit. All batters for the Pittsburgh, couple cheap guys here. Batting fourth at 3,300, Carlos Santana. You know, you get to him. He's not very owned. So this game's not very owned. So if it's got a little bit of weather blowing out, you guys could possibly go there with a little bit of weather. 14 of you guys in here. Don't forget to hit the like button. I can't see how many likes we got. I don't have the YouTube page up, but I appreciate everybody supporting the video today. You guys are really becoming a huge part of the community, and it's awesome to see you guys. These free shows that we do on YouTube just kind of helps publicize the website and everything, and keeps it all flowing pretty nice. But like this is all behind the paywall stuff you guys are getting on my free show, getting the playbook as well. So if you're not familiar with the playbook, you know I got the Reds and the Rays, which we're going to talk about here in a second. Let's get to them actually. As my stack here. So here's the Reds. They're actually got a decent total. They got a few guys owned in the double digits, but look, these guys are owned a lot less. You know, batting fifth, Tyler Stevenson, Nick Senzel. You know, some of these guys have homer upside. You know, this guy's been playing batting fourth. Steer, he's a young kid. No ownership on these guys. When you look at the Yankees, they have a higher total than some of these other teams that are getting more ownership. You know, you look at the Yankees in the same game, you know, they're going to be busting out some ownership. 44% owned for Judge, 28 Rizzo. This is insane. This is just insane. But I mean, I can see why. There's three guys at 2K, super cheap. But that doesn't mean they're going to get any points. They can all go for 4. So I like some of the Reds on there, and then I like stacking them with the Rays a little bit. Those are my two teams today. I guess we're going to live and die with those. Where the hell are the Rays? Rays got a decent total, not much ownership. 5.1 run total, and there's like one guy above 10%. Okay. So, like, these are the things I kind of look for, you know. Randy Rosarina, but you got Wander Franco at shortstop. right? The only problem is I like the red shortstop today. Um, you know why I like the red shortstop today? Because he's cheap. He's like batting second and 3,200. This McLean guy. I mean, we don't need to play the guy, but I mean, I like that spot. All right, guys. Any questions? What do you guys think? What do we want to go over? Do we want to go over like a little bit more? Do we want to go over some core plays? Maybe I can give you guys some cores. I like Rosarina, Yandy Diaz, Harold Ramirez. I like this guy Paredes because he's awesome. He always hits me a homer. Siri, don't mind him for a ninth batter. You can kind of go with like a 5-man like that. I like that a little bit. And then we can set our cores, and then maybe we go over here and like, okay, who didn't we play for core? Like Tyler Stephenson, he's played catcher still, I believe, right? Boom. So we didn't have a catcher in our lineup. Play him. We didn't have a lot of outfielders. We like Jake Fraley. He can hit dingers. Will Myers can hit some dingers. Maybe we grab those guys in a core. We like that. We like this Mitch McLean guy batting second. And Jonathan India just tears it up. Maybe there's like a 5-man. We can go with the Reds if you want to do that or something like that. So then I'll go over here and I'll set my core. And this will be my core, Brody's core. Those are like the two cores I'm going to be building my lineup. So now if you go in here, you guys will see the core plays are up. I've been trying to do core plays a little bit more. The big teams we're going to want to look at are the Yankees today and the Astros. So the Astros are going to have. Didn't I filter? Oh, I got two filters on. Okay, it's like, yeah, okay. The Astros have got some cheaper guys too. They're actually priced down a little bit lately. Like Tucker used to be higher. Alvarez over 6. Tuve, 5,100. Pena 48. They're pretty expensive. Like I don't always like going to these expensive teams. Like I think Goldie's projections just pushed in too. I gotta send a message. All right, guys. Yeah, so we'll have to get that figured out why the goalies projections are not because like on the show, a lot of times I like show you guys like the difference between the projection. So goalies is the aggregate of the industries. So we want to look at that, and I'll be able to see differences. Like you'll see weaknesses or like positives. Like okay, this guy's like showing that he's way owned, but he's like really low owned. So you want to play that guy like you don't want to play that guy because he's actually owned more on other sites than he is on what SaberSim's telling you, right? So we can even maybe we'll just update it and see if it pops the numbers in. But like then you can see like okay, the industry says, oh my god, this guy's owned 7%, and you kind of want to see the differences. So yeah, definitely want to look at those differences and stuff. So those are really key in the ownership that goalie does and the projections that goalie does. We actually got some other stacks pages coming out that I think he showed yesterday. A little bit of a sneak peek. I'll actually give you a sneak peek of it. Hang on, it's gonna be blurry for a second. Okay. So I just snipped a page that we're going to be doing soon. This is a little inside track. Guys, 14 of you in here. Appreciate it. Ask any questions. I'm going to be getting off soon here, about another 5-10 minutes. And yeah, we'll see what everyone's got. So this is just kind of a breakdown of like different breakdown and different percents that we can show and ownerships and like green's good, red's bad type thing. Different numbers that you guys will be able to see. We should have that page. Dude, we're adding a lot of different stuff. Okay, Goldie's projections are now in. They're now in. Okay, so now you can see that if we look at Goldie's projections and we want to look at like the Yankees, for example, the highest owned team, you can see Goldie's got an industry average is actually higher on Judge, than by about 1% than SaberSim's got him. So like if you're using SaberSim, you're actually going to be a little bit, yeah. So yeah, we got to figure out why these aren't coming in that well. So like it's a definitely a huge problem. We'll figure that out. And looking good by the numbers are pretty standard. A few are off by about a 0.5% to 1%. Let's look at the Houston. Those are the two chalky teams, guys. You want to play chalk? That's fine. I gave you Braxton Garrett, some cheaper pitchers you can do. You can stack Yankees, Houston, run the cheap pitchers. You guys can play that route. I mean, that's a good route. You're going to be different. Those guys go off, and these other teams don't do anything. You guys are going to be in great shape, especially if you're playing smaller field stuff. Like you can play really well. Like you can see that Hunter Brown's going to be on. Oh, I don't have all batters on here. I was like, okay. The percents are pretty different. This is almost a 2%, no, percent and a half ish, almost on Jordan. So a lot of people are going to own Jordan a little bit more in the industry. I usually look at, or no, that's not the ownership. What am I thinking? This is ownership. I was like, what? They're actually owned less than the SaberSims got them on Jordan and projected. I always look at projections too. Sorry. So like goalie, the industry is over projecting Judge a little bit versus SaberSim, and the ownership is way lower on SaberSim is way higher on Aaron Judge than the industry. So let's think about that one for a minute. So maybe he's not going to be 44% owned. Okay. So ask your guys these questions. Welcome in. We're about to finish up. We can even do some generic lineup building if you want. We can do like GPP. We'll do the 150 max. We'll do like that's the size. We'll do 150 lineups. I always do 49.5. That's not what I want. 49.5. 49.5, and then yeah, we'll just build some lineups and see what we get, and then we'll do some. Actually, I don't want to build these lineups. Actually, I wanted to edit my stacks first. So I want to do team stacks. I want like 20% Reds, and I want 40% Rays, and then I want 5 stack types. We want to do like 5-mans, 100%. Boom, and that will give us some 5-3s, hopefully. And now we want to build the lineups. There we go. So now we have a generic. So I don't have to redo it when we build the lineups. Okay. All right, welcome in, guys. Welcome in. It's an amazing show. All right, 10 more minutes, baby. Sorry, my kids are calling. They are been a pain in the rears lately. We've been out doing errands, swim lessons, the whole shebang. They want to go outside. It's getting nice out. I understand the pool's open. We got to get it figured out. But we got to build DFS lineups here for everybody. Okay. Oh, the stupid 2-change rule. Let's do that and that. Boom. All right. So we're getting the Reds right off the rip that I wanted. Getting some Reds lineups. Look at these beautiful lineups. So you kind of just go through them, and then actually we want to look at our pitchers exposure. I forgot to do pitchers. How could I forget to do pitcher exposure? The number one thing. So Logan Webb. Why is this not expanding out? Oh, no. Open. Yes, thank you. Jesus. The button wouldn't click the button. We're getting some exposure to Braxton Garrett, about 11% actually. We want to probably up that to a little bit. Well, not 470%, a little bit more. 470. We want Logan Webb around 20. There we go. So that should yeah. Then apply. Okay, we're rocking. Now we got a little bit better situation. Okay, so dang it, I can't do that. Okay, sorry, I needed to do a new build. My bad. We needed to build. I needed to do that. So you got to do those. You got to do the settings before if you want to do like that high of settings. It won't ever find that many builds with that. Even on a 500 lineup, so I'm not gonna get 40% Braxton Garrett. So I don't build that many lineups. So like I want a lot of lineups with him so I can see different builds. So I go through my builds a little different. And we're gonna throw a couple of these in. Here I got a couple lineups ready to go. So what up, guys? No questions today, man. Chat is either I don't see all the questions or I got something messed up in the chat. Okay. So we built some lineups. We're getting some Tigers, which we thought we were gonna get. We're getting some Rays, which we want. I'd like to see a little bit more 5-3 builds. We're getting the Reds we want. I want to see some Reds. We're getting like some one-off, a lot of one-off guys like Fraley, Grossman, Torres, all home run guys. Grossman will hit some. Batting in a good spot today for Texas. Rays, we do like. India is a very expensive player. We're getting Nolan and Garrett a lot, which is fine because that's what we like. But we also know that even Hunter Brown versus Oakland, I like that a little bit. That's a nice little stack right there. Rays with two expensive pitchers. You're getting the cheap Washington and a couple cheap other bats. I'd like to see a little bit more 5-3s though. I'm not seeing a lot of the 5-3s. I play a lot of 5-3s. So we want to go over to our exposures. Look at our team stacks. What are our exposures? 47% Rays, 31%. What are our stack types? 5-3s, not that many really. We're a lot of one-offs today, so maybe we're gonna want to up this to do like 40 here and then do like 60. Probably gonna make me redo the thing again. Then we got to redo our projections, and then we got to just keep building. So then we got to redo this again and do a new build. Because every time you make a change to the projections, guys, you don't have, even in 500 lineups, I'm not gonna have 65 threes. Clearly, they're giving us a lot of one-offs today. So when you're doing generic builds, and before you put any settings in, just run it. Run the optimizer and see what kind of 4-man builds you're getting, 3-man builds. I know a lot. Bobby and those guys play a lot of that. I'm pretty strictly 5-1-1 or 5-3. Today I probably do 5-3 because I like the Reds and the Rays. Those are my teams. You guys want to check out the playbook if you haven't been in here. We got the playbook. Ask any questions. I'm going to be out in 3 minutes. And you got all our tools right here on the DFS website. We got the lineup builder, the search tools, Saber Sim. We got our daily pro picks, articles, how to play, easy navigational bars, many other MLB videos. We'll have our best ball stuff coming out. I know best ball is going to start ramping up. They got a huge millie for NFL already going out there this year. Huge, multiple millie. It's like a big ass best ball contest. All right, so now we got our builds here again. We'll go up here. We'll just do a couple changes on a couple settings. I usually go up on two guys I like because the top guys are going to be the guys you got the most of, right? So these guys I really like them guys. Obviously, we like the Rays, and the Reds. So this is a good one right here. Already off the rip, John Gray, Texas with Texas. Aaron Nola, which we got to worry about the weather there, but we do like it. And then look at these ownerships: low-owned Reds with a 5-3 Texas. Texas didn't make the list, but I did talk about them in here a little bit. They didn't make my list, but they're up here. They're right here by the Reds. They're not a bad stack. That's probably a really good lineup to use if you want. I don't mind that lineup right there. Here's a Rays Texas stack, which we like the Rays. Texas, couple cheap value bats of Texas to get way different. Ownership's coming in about 3%. And then you got the Rays that we like, Wander Franco, Randy Rosarina, two good pitchers. But we want to find one with Braxton Garrett in it because that's my guy. Here's Garrett with Gray, which we don't mind. It's a Texas. It's not a 5-3. Here's a Texas Rays stack. We can just actually go and like lock Braxton Garrett, and then it'll show me all those with him. Okay, so now it's all Braxton Garrett, Nola, Braxton Garrett, Nola. Here's a Reds. This would be a lineup I really like. What's the ownership? 49.5. Rosarina, Siri, we talked about. We got our cheap shortstop. We got Fraley, we like, and we got India. That's a nice little. These guys all have homer good upside. You got Walls, which he wasn't on my main list, but he's okay. I've played him with Ramirez, Betancourt. This is a good Reds lineup that I like. Another Rays. Oh, Houston and Rays, which Altuve, Pena, and Jordan. Ooh, that's very powerful. John Gray and Braxton. Don't mind that. That's a good lineup. It uses almost all the salary. Reds and Yankees, you're still getting some high on Yankees, but look at these Reds. Steer. I really like the Steer and the Stephenson play. I really want them in my lineup, I think. And then I like Braxton, but I think I'm going to go with Logan Webb. I don't think we're getting a lot of Webb because he's priced up. So what do? We go over here and say, I want to play Logan Webb. Right? I want to play Webb. I'm going to lock him in. Just lock him in. Run it. You get, man, it. No, I didn't want to do that. I just wanted lineups with him. But we'll rerun it again. All right, rerun it again. We got two pitchers locked. We're going to get all combinations with Logan Webb. and Braxton Garrett, which I don't really want to do that. I don't know if I'm going to do that. Yeah. What up, guys? Welcome in. Man, no questions. No questions by people today. Is my chat not working? I don't even know. I don't even know. Maybe the chat's down. I'm going to go to the YouTube right now. Make sure chat's not down. All right. I'm live. Wow, I'm on YouTube. I didn't never knew that. That must be cool. Okay, there's only 2 questions in here. What's your top 5 stacks? There's a question. All right. Thoughts on Keller? I don't like Keller. Not at all. Hate him. I like the questions though. Those are good questions. All right. Why do I have to make 2 adjustments? I locked 2 pitchers, didn't I? Literally, I locked both. Oh, it doesn't have Garrett locked. What the hell? Hello. Okay, here we go. All right, guys, we got our 2 pitchers locked. Hey man, select the previous build at the top and then click the plus next to Braxton. And boom, you'll have what you're looking. No, it did. It just didn't. It has them these 2 guys 100%, but it doesn't have them locked. So, or the plus. Yeah, the plus. Yeah. This guy. So then it brings them in. Yeah. Oh, yeah, so I on the builds today, guys, I did talk about paying up for the pitchers. I do like Braxton still on FanDuel. He's cheaper, but like I think you should probably just go with Logan Webb on FanDuel. I'm still a little worried about the news on the weather for that game and Phillies, but I mean Nola's a great play. I think he's probably the best pitcher on the slate. Hunter Brown's going to be good against Oakland, but Oakland can kind of get sneaky. I don't really like Mitch Keller. Um, if you go back into want to do this, but here we go. No, stay pitchers. Get off this. Yeah, Keller grades out. He's okay, but Arizona's sneaky. I kind of like some of the value bats. He does project a 14. He's a little priced up. I have never really liked Keller, so like he's just not on my list. So that's a great question, though. In my top 5 stacks, Reds, Rays. You can see them right here: Astros, Rays, Yankees, Reds, and the Tigers and Nationals. One of those could go here. They got a good value stack today. I do like the Rangers as well. It'd probably be Rays, Reds, Rangers, Astros, Yankees. Obviously, these 2 are the best, but they're the chalkiest. You just got to play them a little different. I usually play only the top stacks up here mostly. Down here, I don't ever care about really. So that's the great thing about my chart is it kind of gives you guys a good direction to go into. Okay, so here's a Reds and Rays stack. It's got Betancourt though. I don't know if we want Betancourt. I did like playing Tyler Stephenson, which we could go lock Tyler Stephenson if you guys want to. And I don't want to do that though. So this is a nice one that I really like. It's projecting really well. It's the same one. It's definitely a nice 5-3 that I really like. And let's so see if we can find a couple more Reds and Rays that I want to play and then figure out which one I want to put in. Getting some Texas. They're getting some Cubs. This one's got McClellan, Senzel, and Fraley. I don't mind it. Steer. I want to play Steer. I really like Steer. All right. 5 more minutes. 5 more minutes. Guys, you guys are really taking off the kids today. I'm going to tell you that right now. Okay, so we want Steer. Where's he at? I want this guy. I also want Stephenson. Where is Stephenson? I want Stephenson, Steer. Okay, here we go. Not many lineups with him. I don't even know if I'm going to get a lineup that I want with him with the Rays. I didn't either. Damn, we're going to have to rerun it again. I'll have to lock those guys. And yeah, damn, that sucks. That sucks. We're going to have to do it. We'd have to do it again. All right, guys. I'm going to have to do it after I get off. Any more questions? And then I'm getting off. 15 of you guys in here. We just built lineups with SaberSim, our awesome tool, showing you how to get these stacks. Like this is a good one. Torres, Judge in this one. Judge is going to be high owned, but the industry is actually a little bit lower on him than SaberSim, so mind that. But I'm playing these 2 cheap guys. I really like Webb today, and I really like this 10% pitcher here. So yeah, we're playing the double pitcher in the same game, which is kind of crazy. And then we're going to do the Reds stack. I'm probably going to do a 3-man stack. I think I'm going to do this guy. And then I'm going to do Rays guys with them. We're going to figure out, actually, you know what we could do? We could just go back to home real quick. Before I get off, we can run it. We can go to the Reds and pick the 3 guys that we like, right? Which 3 guys do we want? I like Fraley, but I'm gonna do. What is going on with my bar here? I got something messed up my lock. Well, there. Never mind. Boom, boom, and boom. And then we're gonna go over here. We're gonna go to the Rays. And we're gonna lock in. I like Paredes and a Rosarina. And then if I build, it should give me all lineups with those two teams. Might not give me all those lineups because it's like 500 builds with two teams. It's going to be nuts because I have a 5-3 build on. So this is kind of how I build lineups for like 1 to 5 entries. Like if I pick the teams I want, I just grab my playbook. I come in here and get the two teams I really want. I come in here and then I let it build like all different kinds of like combinations of the lineup. Usually I don't put this many rules and like I don't pick players or nothing, but I'm kind of specific on my builds. Like I usually just go through and pick those teams that I want. And then just look at every lineup, just scroll through till I get the guys I want. You know, I'm not seeing this combination though, so we're gonna wanna do it. So any other questions, guys? Feel free. We only have how many likes we got? 6 likes, guys. That's great. But we got how many people watching? How many people are watching? Shows 15. It means we're about 8 short. 8 likes. Yes. Wow, we got 2 likes right when I said it. Nice work, guys. Let's go. Okay, we are back to the optimizer. It is spinning out all sorts of Rays and Reds lineups that we want. Here we go. Paredes, Walls. I mean, this is like death loaned, but we got a couple 10% owned guys in here. We're not playing Wander Franco, so we're already different. It's a Mitch Keller lineup. I didn't even get the lineups that I wanted here. What happened to the other 2 lineups I just had? Oh man, we'll just go back to the seller build because it's just too confusing. I got too many things going on. I made too many selections. So all right, guys, this is what we're gonna do. We're just gonna play a couple Reds and some Rays. We'll figure it out. I'm getting too creative on my selections here. So yeah, it's just really jacking the builds up. It's really jacking the builds. So got too many options, but this first lineup I like at 49.8 over here was pretty good. The Reds and Rays right here. This India, McLaughlin, Myers, Fraley, Rosarina, Paredes, Harold Ramirez. I really like this one. It's using almost all the salary. So, all right, guys. That's it for the day. I'm going to get off. Everyone else have a wonderful weekend. I don't think I'll be live tomorrow like I did today, showing you how to build things, showing you how to use our tools and everything. It's been an amazing time explaining this to you. It helps me learn the tools a little bit better too. I don't MME a lot at all, really. I just build like 1 to 3 lineups every day. And I don't usually do this stuff, but I do run generic builds to see what everyone's spitting out, what the optimizers are spitting out on 5-3s, so that I know where to get different. And I know that these 2 teams will get you different today. And that's all that matters. And if you don't want to get that different, you just go and play some of these low on Rays with 3 Houston guys that are chalk. See, Jordan, Pena, Tuve, Braxton, and Gray. That's a beautiful lineup right there. Love that one at 49.8. So, guys, just do this similar thing, and you guys will be in good shape today. All right. As always, let's get it. And we're